today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our AI Learning Agents project. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Now, today's going to be a little bit long of a video because we were able to successfully create our own learning agent from scratch. So we're going to show you what that looks like. We're going to run it. We're actually going to run what it produces. So let me get and show you this first and foremost. You see here that there is nothing here with any gaming fold or any gaming files or folders in here. So we're going to run our code. It's going to create it for us. It's going to store it over here. We're actually going to run it in our VS Code. I'm just going to pan over the code here really quickly so I can show you that it's not hard coded. We don't have anything hard coded. All we have is our agent. We gave it the instructions and we're going to let it do what it does. So you can see here, we are going to go ahead and end up creating a snake game. I know, just to keep it simple until I figure out something else to do with it. Let's want to try it out on a snake game. Let's go here. And it's the same. I would like to create a snake game in Python. Make sure the game ends when the player hits the side of the screen. And that's what it's going to do. You can see here, it took the command. Next speak is the coder. So it is speaking to the other agents. And let's see what happens. So you can see here, it did create our game. This is our snake game that it created for us from scratch. We didn't do any hard coding. This is strictly the learning agent here, created all of this itself. It took this entire code. As you can see here, our file did get created already while I was speaking. So this is the file it created here. Let's open it up and get a look at it. We're going to open this coding file up. You can see snakegame.py. We're going to open that up. As you can see over here, this is the entire game that it created by itself. So we're going to take this and we're going to take this to VS Code and see if it can actually run. So let me get all of this really quickly, copy and paste. And then we're going to take it over to the VS Code, which is here. I already have a file set up to put it in so we can run it. And then we do have the Pi game already pip installed, so we don't have to worry about that part. All we have to do is bring the game code over and actually run it. So here it is here. This is the entire code that our learning agent put together itself. No hard coded necessary. Let's save it. And then we're going to run it and see what we get. So this is the entire code. We're going to run it now. Let's see what happens when it pops up. And again, it's always going to take a little bit longer while we are recording what's going on. But as you can see, it is firing up. Let's take a look at the code while it's firing up here. Go over some of the parameter specifics. You can see it did all of the installs. The Pygame time, random, initialize Pygame.init. And this is everything that the agent created on its own with no input from us. All we did was tell it what we wanted it to do and then went ahead and did it. So this is the entire game here that we just brought over from the Google Colab. And as you can see, we're just waiting for it to fire up so we can actually go ahead and run it and see what it looks like. This is yeah, so you can see it is firing up now. So here it is, it's running. And soon we're going to be tapping into the Pygame environment and we're going to see if the game pops up. This is the snake game. Again, this is no hard coding added at all. This is all the learning agent put it together by itself. I brought the code over to the VS Code. All I did was initialize it and fire it up, and everything else is done. So I really didn't do anything with this code here. I didn't have anything to do with this code. This is entirely AI generated. So let's see if we can actually get it to run and play a game of Snake inside of our terminal here. Once everything gets going. And of course, it's going to take a while because we are using the equipment. You can see hello from Pygame community. So it is firing up. So the game is launching. Here's the game here. This is our snake game. Let me see if I can get it going. And we are mobile. Bam. As you can see, it is working. So this is our snake game that our agent put together itself. Working perfectly. Bam. Again, this is all AI generated. I had nothing to do with building this game. All I did was tell my agent what to do, and it went out and did it on its own. So our agents are completely done. Let me see if it stays to the parameters of ending the game when I hit the side of the wall. I'm going to let it hit. Bam, you lost. Press C to continue or Q to quit. So that was our snake game that was created by our learning agent, which is working perfectly. And as you can see, our learning agent is up and running and functional. So we do have our very first learning agent. And with that first learning agent, we can create many more and we can give it many more tasks to do. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way on what we're going to do with it and how we're going to make use of it. But of course, there's the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.